And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah, and she sent and called Jacob, her younger son, and said unto him, Behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doth comfort himself, purposing to kill thee. So Rebekah's heard him say that, I guess, hasn't she?
Yes.
Now therefore, my son, obey my voice and arise.
She's an eavesdropper.
She is. And a schemer.
Isaac can't get by with anything in that house.
Right.
She hears it.
Yeah. Yeah, but her bad thing wasn't really the eavesdropping, it was the scheming.
She's probably like sitting over there in a corner and he can't hear or see her. And
she's like,
she hears everything he says.
Exactly. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice. Arise, flee thou to Laban, my brother, to Haran. Genesis 27, 42 and 43. Here again, we see Rebekah taking things into her own hands. She tells Jacob, you're going to have to leave home. Little did she know that she would pay for her part in this, her sin. She never saw this boy again. She said she would send him over there for a little while, but it was a long while, and she died before he got back. We must remember that Jacob is her favorite. She wants Jacob to go to her brother Laban, and that is where she will send him. This is where Jacob's going to learn his lesson. This is where the chickens will come home to roost. There he says that again. And old Uncle
says it all the way through the Bible.
Old Uncle Laban.
That's one of his favorite sayings.
Old Uncle Laban's going to put him through school and teach him a few things.
How to deceive people.
That's funny, yeah. Jacob thought he was clever, but Uncle Laban is an expert at cleverness. Poor Jacob will find he is such an amateur, and he's going to cry out to God in desperation before it's all over. And tarry with him a few days until thy brother's fury turn away, till thy brother's anger turn away from thee, and he's forgot what thou hast done to him. Then I will send and fetch thee from thence. Why should I be deprived also of you both in one day? Genesis 27, 44 through 45. Now notice, she says she will send him away for a few days. A few days lengthened to 20 years. During that interval, she died. She never saw her boy, her pet, her favorite again. Now we can picture the life of Rebekah during those years when we consider that Esau probably did not think much of his mother after that little episode. And Rebekah said to Isaac, I'm weary of my life because of the daughters of Heth. If Jacob takes a wife of the daughters of Heth, such as these which are the daughters of the land, what good shall my life do me? Genesis 27 and 46. Let's remember that Esau had married these heathen, godless women already that was bringing sorrow into the home, and even Rebekah was overwhelmed by it. Now she tells Isaac that if Jacob stays there, he'll probably do the same thing. She could use this as an excellent excuse to get Jacob away from home to protect him from Esau. She has this little conference with Isaac to convince him that the thing to do is send Jacob back to her family, to her brother Laban. Remember how Abraham's servant had gone there to get her? So now the point is to get Jacob back there to find a wife, but also to get him out of danger. Very frankly, I think if he had stayed home, Esau would have tried to kill him. However, the way it turned out, Rebekah was the first to die, and Jacob got back for his father's funeral, but he never saw his mother again.
Right, that's J. Vernon McGee's commentary on verses 42 through 46. Now let's look at Chuck Smith's. Jacob is about 70 years old at this time, and he's getting ready to run away from home.
He's an old whippersnapper.
He's an old teenager.
He's an old teenager.
But, they live twice what they do today back then. So if you cut that age in half, you to understand the virility of that age at that time.
He was probably about 30, wasn't he?
35.
At 35, yeah.
His life was just beginning.
Yeah.
See, at 40 was whenever that they went out on their own.
Yeah, got married and stuff.
In Bible times. They lived at home until they were 40. Then they got married.
Yeah.
And
was oldies.
And so Esau did not cool off, and Rebekah died. So Rebekah never sent for Jacob because Esau never cooled off.
Stay mad.
And so then Laban, attracted to the gold, if you notice, back whenever that the servant came from Rebekah, that was all that he thought about was the gold. And remember, there was a nose ring and bracelets made out of gold. And when he saw those, he ran out to meet the servant and said, "Come on in here and spend the night.
Let me snatch your gold.
Make yourself at home." Yeah. And maybe you'll pay us in return.
Yeah.
And he was active in the negotiation for Rebekah. He is the uncle of Jacob, and Laban is the brother of Rebekah. So let's keep that in mind.
Old Uncle Laban.
Old Uncle Laban.
Yeah.
So we studied all of this, I believe, in Precepts Upon Precepts. We didn't read the whole chapter, I don't think, but we read parts of it when we were going through Precepts Upon Precepts the first time. And so I'm surprised we don't in covenant. We did in covenant. Jacob made a covenant with Jacob that he would not cheat on his wives, his daughters, and we did study that the other day, didn't we?
Yeah.
And so we read we read a lot of scripture with Precepts on Precepts.
Yes, we do.
And it's a great study.
I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Around here, come and join us on Friday nights. We're off this Friday night because of Good Friday, but we will pick up the next Friday. We'll be gone, but we will still do our
homework. Absolutely.
And we will share that with you hopefully the next Sunday night. Tomorrow night we'll be doing the lesson from CR. With Lord willing, Christo Rice. So I don't think there was any comments that were worth mentioning. The comments you see is where somebody's trying to advertise their game on Twitch. We are live on Twitch, Facebook, Rumble, and YouTube. And so we had comments on all of those. Twitch is more of a gaming platform, but so somebody wants us to play their game with them, and but I thought that it might be good to broadcast this on here. We usually get 2 or 3 people who watch us on Twitch as well, and so it's good for those kids who are into gaming to maybe tune in and hear about God, is how I see it. And so with that, if there's no more comments and questions. We haven't really gotten any comments or questions since last time.
No.
So we encourage you. If you want to remain anonymous, if you don't want to post your question in a comment or comment in a comment, then
comment or question.
You can contact us anonymously. We are a 501c3 nonprofit called Christ Recovery Ministry.
Yes.
We are at P.O. Box 336, Berea, Kentucky. 40403, and our phone number is 859-339-7633 if you wish to opine, name and town, and if you wish to remain anonymous. I will ignore any pictures that you send me for job offers. I don't need a job. I seem to have been getting those quite a bit here the last couple of days. So I don't know if they're pulling my number off of this or
probably
or what, but you will be ignored.
He's too busy with God's word.
If you want to solicit me, I'm not going to solicit you. I'm the one that needs the money, not you. So I'm not going to solicit you. So don't solicit me.
That's right.
So with that, we could really use a van for our CR to.
If anyone wants to donate us a van
to go get the girls,
woohoo!
You know,
we would love that.
And so, God will provide if it's His will.
Yeah.
If not, we will continue the way that we are.
But it's the first time we've ever asked. So it says, "Ask not."
Really?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
I'd never asked before.
Yeah. Well,
we do need a van.
I did see that one of my friends had it's not a Winnebago, had a bus.
Oh, really? Like a school bus?
No, like a musician's traveling bus.
Oh, wow!
For $20,000, I thought about saying,
wow.
Hey, I could use a bus.
Yeah. Well, you want to donate your bus to us to haul all these people to celebrate recovery, CR?
But we'll get by. It's a blessing to probably the 5 different people who haul these people.
Yeah.
More
exactly.
Than if one
they
person
could drive a bus too, so.
Yeah, but then not everybody would get the blessing.
No.
Of course, we're having to cut back on a couple of them.
Yeah. For a little while.
But anyway, with that, if there's no further comments or questions.
Because Katie is waiting.
I know, she can't wait.
She's waiting to sing.
She's like Jimmy, jumping up there to sing.
Come on, Katie time.
And so it's Katie time.
Yes, she loves to sing.
With that, we say
good night until we meet again. Adios, au revoir, I'll be the same till then. And oh, it's always sweet sorrow to part.
You'll always remain in my heart.
Good night,
sweet heart. Don't let the bells fly. Here's a wish and a prayer
that everything comes true.
And now till we meet again. Adios, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. Good night, and don't ever forget you are truly loved. And with that, we say good night.
Good night. Katie says good night.
Friends, there you have our show. Hit songs and fashions through the years. We hope we brought you some pleasant memories. Now from all of our musical family, good wishes, good health,